Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. In the animal kingdom, status is everything. A lion has a mane. A peacock has feathers. A king has a crown. But in the domestic world, there is one accessory that signifies the exact opposite of power. It signifies defeat. It signifies a recent trip to the vet. It signifies that you cannot be trusted to not lick your own stitches. The Elizabethan collar. The cone of shame. To us, it is a plastic funnel of humiliation. But consider the perspective of an alien race, the signals of Zeta, who communicate exclusively through radio waves and parabolic dishes. To them, a creature walking around with a giant, white, signal-focusing dish attached to its head isn't a patient. It is a high priest. It is a commander of communications. It is the loudest thing on the planet. Today's story is about the arrival of the Zeta fleet. They scanned Earth for intelligent life. They ignored the skyscrapers. They ignored the cell towers. They landed in a dog park to make contact with Barnaby, a Labrador who had just been neutered and was currently wearing a size XL plastic cone. This is the story of how a dog bumping into a fire hydrant was interpreted as a galactic decree of war. Do you have ever laughed at a pet wearing the cone? Smash that like button. You are mocking the aristocracy. And if you want to see an alien admiral try to calibrate a dog's collar for better reception, subscribe and ring the bell. Signal strength, 100%. High communicator Xyloth descended from the mothership in a beam of pure data. The Zeta were a species of energy and sound. They did not have mouths, they had transmitters. They valued one thing above all, the signal. The ability to send and receive information across the void. Scanner report, Xyloth broadcasted to his away team. "We are in the park sector," Sub-Officer Glitch replied. "The dominant bipeds, the humans, are walking around aimlessly. They have no antennae. They have no dishes. They are deaf to the cosmos. They are insignificant." "Keep scanning," Xyloth ordered. "There must be a leader. A civilization capable of space travel must have a receiver. Wait, high communicator. Target acquired. 12 o'clock. The aliens turned their sensors towards the center of the park. There, trotting clumsily across the grass, was Barnaby. Barnaby was a yellow lab. He was happy, slightly overweight, and currently wearing a massive, translucent white plastic cone around his neck. "By the frequency," Xyloth gasped. "Look at the size of that dish. It is a parabolic collector of the highest tier. It is grafted directly onto the biological's neck. It is pointing forward." Glitch analyzed. "It focuses all incoming sonic waves directly into the auditory sensors. This creature hears everything. It hears the wind. It hears the worms in the ground. It hears the background radiation of the Big Bang. It is the Grand Receiver," Xyloth concluded, his armor glowing with reverence. "We must approach him. He is the only one on this planet worth talking to." The alien squad marched towards Barnaby. Barnaby stopped. He saw the shiny metal men. Barnaby was a simple soul. He liked cheese. He liked chasing balls. He did not like the cone. It messed with his peripheral vision. He turned his head to look at the aliens. The cone scraped against a tree. "Scrappy. He is calibrating," Xyloth shouted. "He is adjusting the azimuth of his dish to lock onto our signal. Stand still. Do not interrupt the scan." The aliens froze. Barnaby sniffed the air. He smelled ozone and metal. "Not cheese." He sneezed. The sound was amplified by the cone like a megaphone. Achoo. The sound wave hit the aliens with physical force. A sonic blast. Glitch cried, falling to his knees. "His transmission power is incredible. He speaks with the voice of thunder." "He is testing us," Xyloth said, steadying himself. "He wants to know if we are strong enough to withstand his broadcast. Rise, officer. Show him we are worthy." The aliens stood up. They approached slowly, hands raised in the universal sign of open frequency. "Great listener," Xyloth projected his voice. "We are the Zeta. We come to share our bandwidth. We seek a connection." Barnaby tilted his head. The cone tilted with him. He opened his mouth and let his tongue loll out. Drool began to pool at the bottom of the plastic cone. "Fluid leak," Glitch warned. "The receiver is leaking coolant." "No," Xyloth corrected. "It is not a leak. It is a reservoir. Look at the viscosity. That is high-grade biocoolant meant to keep his processor from overheating during high-intensity calculations. He is thinking so hard he needs liquid cooling." "He is a supercomputer," Glip whispered in awe. Barnaby decided he liked these shiny guys. He walked forward. But Barnaby had zero spatial awareness with the cone on. He misjudged the distance to a park bench. Bonk. The cone slammed into the metal leg of the bench. Barnaby stumbled back, shook his head, and wagged his tail. The aliens were horrified. Did you see that? Xyloth screamed. He struck the metal structure. Why? Percussive maintenance, Xyloth explained. He detected a fault in the local infrastructure. He used his own holy dish to strike the metal and realign the atoms. He is fixing the planet, one bonk at a time. His dedication is absolute, Glitch noted. He risks damage to his own array for the greater good. Just then Barnaby's owner, a guy named Kevin, walked up. Kevin was holding a plastic bag and looked tired. Barnaby, Kevin shouted. Stop banging into things, you goofball. Come here. The aliens drew their weapons. Halt, servant. Xyloth aimed his pulse rifle at Kevin. Do not command the receiver. You are merely his technician. Kevin blinked. He looked at the 7-foot chrome aliens. He looked at his dog. What? Kevin asked. You are the custodian of the dish, Xyloth stated. We understand your role. You provide the biomass fuel. You remove the waste. But do not presume to give orders to the one who listens. Kevin looked at Barnaby, who was currently trying to lick his own but was blocked by the plastic wall. The one who listens? Kevin laughed. Buddy, he doesn't listen to anything. I told him sit 5 times and he just ate a bee. That's why he's wearing the cone. He got stung on the butt and then I had to take him to the vet. The aliens exchanged glances. The translator parsed the sentence. He ate a bee? Xyloth asked. A stinging biodrone? Yeah. He's not smart. Deception. Xyloth whispered to Glitch. The technician is trying to downplay the receiver's power. Eating the bee is a metaphor. It means he consumed the enemy's air force. He absorbed their power. And the vet? Glitch asked. The vet must be the upgrade facility. He went to the vet and he returned with the dish. It was an augmentation ceremony. Xyloth turned back to Barnaby. Oh, great one, Xyloth knelt. We see past your servant's lies. We know the cone is not for protection. It is for projection. Barnaby got bored. He saw a squirrel. He barked. Inside the cone, the bark echoed, amplified, and directed straight at Xyloth. Oof. The sheer volume overloaded Xyloth's audio receptors. Static filled his vision. The wisdom. Xyloth shrieked, clutching his helmet. It is too pure. The data stream is too dense. He is overwhelming us. Glitch yelled. He is broadcasting the secrets of the universe at 200 decibels. We must retreat before our circuits melt. We must offer a tribute. Xyloth gasped. We cannot leave empty-handed. We must upgrade him further. Xyloth pulled a device from his belt. It was a hypergain signal booster. A small, glowing chrome disc. He approached Barnaby carefully. Allow me, Xyloth whispered, to enhance your range. He stuck the device onto the side of the plastic cone. Click. The device activated. It began to hum. Barnaby's cone now glowed with a soft blue pulsating light. Now, Xyloth said, you can hear the thoughts of God. Barnaby didn't feel anything. But he did notice a fly buzzing near his nose. He snapped at it. Because of the signal booster, the snap of his jaws created a localized sonic boom that knocked Kevin over. Crack. Holy cow. Kevin yelled, falling into the grass. It works. Xyloth cheered. His output is increased by 500%. He is now a planetary defense cannon. We have done good work here, Glitch nodded. Earth is safe under his watch. The aliens boarded their ship. Farewell, Grand Receiver. Xyloth waved. May your signal never fade. May your dish never crack. They shot up into the sky, convinced they had secured an alliance with the most powerful entity in the solar system. Kevin stood up. He brushed the grass off his pants. He looked at Barnaby. The dog was standing there, his plastic cone glowing blue, humming with alien energy. Barnaby looked at Kevin. Bark, Barnaby said softly. The sound echoed like a cathedral bell across the entire park. Windows rattled in cars 3 blocks away. Okay, Kevin sighed, looking at the alien device stuck to the cone. I am definitely not getting my deposit back from the vet. He grabbed the leash. Come on, Radar. Let's go home. Barnaby trotted happily, smashing his glowing cone into a trash can on the way out. Clang. Somewhere in space, the Zeta fleet picked up the signal. He has struck the drum of war. Xyloth noted on the bridge. He is conquering the waste receptacles. Glorious. The Zeta never invaded Earth. They were too afraid. They monitor us from a distance. And every time a dog gets neutered and puts on a cone, the Zeta believe another general has been promoted to the high command. They believe we are building an army of listening posts. And honestly, looking at Barnaby staring at a wall for an hour because he thinks he saw a ghost, maybe they are right. Maybe he hears things we don't. Or maybe he just really, really wants that cheese. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. We mock the cone of shame. But perhaps we should respect the cone of power. If you have ever been deafened by a barking dog in a small room, hit that like button. Comment below. What is the dumbest thing your pet has done while wearing the cone? Subscribe. And keep your signals clear. Transmission ended.